Beep, beep. I'm a sheep. Okay, cool. It's all good. Come on in.
Okay. Hello, aeronauts, and welcome.
Sorry, you did it to me, and I'm gonna also do it to you. Hello, aeronauts, and welcome to another weekly video from Aeron James.
Yeah, it is weekly.
Weekly.
But it will
you
be.
need to put in text that says yearly.
So I had this one on my channel. Oh, he's gone. But so this one, we've been saying for ages that we'll be in each other's videos.
Have we been saying for ages?
No.
I think we've been saying for about a week.
But it actually happened quickly. It feels like ages.
Okay. Sure. No, it does.
See?
It does. It feels like a very long time.
He's so mean.
I'm horrible to me.
So we're both Disney and Pixar lovers, and he's a stagey one, which I didn't know properly for a while.
Which is the thing.
So I took him to see a play.
And it was fine.
It was interesting, and then he got. Well, you didn't have the wine, but you had the free pizza.
I had free pizza and unlimited tap water.
And I had unlimited
Wine
and pizza.
and pizza.
So we just filmed a video on Will's channel, all to do with the most underrated Disney films.
We did.
So then I got really excited and was like, can we do what the Super Carlin brothers did and rate all of the Pixar films from our least favourite to our favourite and see if we agree, because we definitely disagreed on the underrated ones. So, are you ready? Do you have your list?
I do. I've made a list. We've
I
left
have
out
mine.
Coco because it hasn't come out yet.
And Cars 3.
Because we haven't seen it.
I really meant to.
We've done all of them. We haven't done
We
top
have.
10, we've done a top 17.
Yeah. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go from...
Yeah.
Do we do 5 now first, or so 17 to 12, or do we do 17 to 11?
I feel like we do bottom 5 and the middle and then the top 5.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because the middle I feel like is the interesting.
It's a weird one.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Go on then. You go.
Okay, so for me, number 17 is Cars 2. Then number 16 is The Good Dinosaur. Number 15 is Wall-E. Number 14 is Monsters University.
Wow, okay.
And number 13 is A Bug's Life.
Okay. It's not crazy different. Do I read mine out now?
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Okay, so at 17 I've written good but shitty dinosaur. So The Good Dinosaur. At 16 I've got Cars 2. So you've got the
We're
same
close.
bottom 2.
Yeah, just the other way around.
At 15 I've got A Bug's Life. Then
Okay.
at 14 I've got Cars, the first one.
No!
And then at how far are we going? 13.
Yeah.
13 I then have Brave.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll find out in a second that we were kind of close to
So they're
similar.
quite similar. Okay.
But you have... So, right, let's talk about these 5 then.
Alright.
So-
They're quite similar. Like
They
the
are.
only ones that stand out are Cars and Brave, and then you've got Wall-E
And Monsters University.
and Monsters University. Oh, okay, I blanked that from my mind.
So why are we both have the same bottom 2?
Because they're terrible films.
So Cars 2 for me, this is why I really want to see Cars 3, because
Okay.
supposedly it's meant to be like...
Right, I haven't actually got anything against Cars 2. I think it's a good movie, but it's like a TV movie.
Yeah, I just feel like it completely ruined why I really like Cars. I really liked Cars because I liked the community and that whole story of him being a big celebrity, then going there and then making these friends and all the characters in that community. I was like, that's what I really liked in the whole Route 66. I really loved how they managed to create that world. And then in Cars 2 it was like, here, we've done all of this to make you love everything about cars. And then they've gone, like they've just swatted it out the way. And they're just like, oh, all you cared about was Lightning McQueen. And I'm like, no, actually, I cared about everybody else.
Is it Mater as well? He's
Yeah.
in it as like a spy. Yeah,
he's
no,
everywhere.
my problem is I didn't, as you can see by being in my bottom 5, I didn't like Cars. And so Cars 2 for me, I might even I might even prefer Cars 2. Like they're pretty much next to each other. Like I just don't like Cars as a franchise. I'm sorry.
That's blasphemy.
I don't like Cars as a franchise.
But
I've seen Cars 2 way more times than I've seen Cars. Just because it used to be on one of the Disney channels I watched.
Cars.
Let's talk about Monsters University.
Yeah, why were
I'm
you so
offended.
shocked? Right, so I watched this film recently. This was a film that I said to you, we were writing it and I went, I've watched this recently and I really enjoyed it. And I do enjoy it, but it's not anywhere near my middle group either.
Wow.
No, it's just like, because I was thinking between the two of them, Monsters University and Monsters Inc., I would pick Monsters Inc. because Boo's in it.
Okay.
That's like my rating and more Rotters.
I think like Monsters University for me it's I will spoil it, it's very high up my list. Because
Really?
of all the films that Pixar have done, it's the one which I would watch multiple times and enjoy it multiple times. Because I think there's so much that happens in it. It's like a really
Agreed.
good story. Whereas a lot of the Pixar films that we're going to come to are like nothing really happens and they're a bit too like children's films where they're really story like.
That's kind of like
don't
where I
have much.
agree, but then I feel like I agree it's a really watchable film, but I feel like because it's really like that, sometimes I'm like, this feels more like a regular film you'd watch rather than a classic.
I guess. Well,
it's less classic
yeah.
because there's just a lot happening, and I feel like for me, when I think of Monsters Inc., I instantly think of Roz and Boo,
Yeah.
and they're the two things that Roz appears at the end, and if she hadn't appeared, I would have been livid.
Yeah.
And then Boo's
But I like
door
how they
appears.
focused on Mike
I liked
and
it.
like then they did.
I think it makes them. I think
alright.
I like it,
You like
but
it.
I'm just like, it was a different franchise where I was trying to decide between the two, and I think if I didn't have those two films to like factor in, and how much I enjoyed watching it recently, I would have put it a lot higher.
Should we keep going
yeah,
and see where
I get
the other
it.
ones come out?
Did we both agree on anything else in the bottom five?
Bugs
Did you
Life.
Bugs Life?
Bugs Life.
I love it, but it was one of the first films.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just a bit underdeveloped. Like the characters are just a
Yeah.
bit meh.
It's not like a hate thing at all. It's just a like
No,
thingy.
it's
And
just
then
not good.
I told you why Wall-E is like in my bottom five.
Yeah, but for the viewers at home.
Oh yeah, so my thing with Wall-E is I respect it so much, and I think it's such an important film, and I get why people rave about it because yes, I mean it's a whole film when you had like what 5 minutes of dialogue. That's it. And yeah, he's a cute character and stuff, but I just find it really. I struggled with. I watched it once. Like the first time I watched it, I remember being like, I can't get through this film.
See, for me, like the reason Pixar films are amazing is they're the perfect balance of arty and moral, and then like
Agreed.
family and watchable.
Agreed.
And Wall-E is the extreme of one. But
Yeah.
I think because I love films,
Yeah.
I like that, so it's a lot higher up. But I would agree, it's not like.
It's just like with the other films, I feel like I've got a lot stronger ties or memories with. Whereas with Wall-E, I'm like, I like him and I like this cute, but I could deal with that in shorts.
Yeah, no, I
I
was
feel
about
like
to say
he would be
it
better in
could work as a
shorts.
short.
I
But,
feel like if you split it up into little shorts, I'd enjoy it 10 times better than I
like
actually
him
enjoyed the
as
film.
a character and
Oh, yeah,
like the
and
way
Eva.
that they make these non-speaking
Yeah.
like robots into
Agreed.
these amazing characters is so good. Amazing. Anyway, come on, let's do our next.
Yeah, so
our
we're
next
going.
things.
We're doing 12 to 6. So we're doing 6.
We missed out.
7.
I put Brave as 13 as well. So
So
we'll discuss
we'll
that
wait
when you're
till I
about
get
finish.
to
Okay,
Brave
let's go.
because
Let's go 12 to 6.
Yeah.
Go.
do you want to go first or me? Because
You
I
go.
went first last time.
All right, I'll go first. 13. Oh, I've
No,
done
we done
13.
13.
Okay, cut that out. 12. I've got Up. Okay, you'll know when you're offended. You're going to be when I say at 11. I've got Toy Story 2.
No! 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 No!
Let me
no.
just say,
Oh my gosh, no!
Originally it was 14 and I pushed it up almost because I was like, I can't put it that down. But
What?
that's where I put Toy Story 2. At 10,
I'm
I've
actually
got.
feeling like I'm being so
At
cute.
10, I've got Ratatouille.
Okay.
At 9, I've got Wall-E. 8, Finding Dory.
Okay.
7, I've got Toy Story. And then at 6, I've got Monsters University.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna make you sick with mine.
Okay, go for it. I mean, it won't be sick. It's just I'll be like, well, you've got poor judgment.
So number 12 is Brave.
Okay, yeah. So it's
Yeah,
one away
one
from
over.
mine.
11, Monsters Inc.
Wow. Okay, that surprised me.
Number 10, Cars.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Number 9, Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Number 8, Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Number 7, The Incredibles.
Wow. Okay.
Number 6, Finding Dory.
I feel like we need to, because they're so different.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to finish our lists and then talk about the
Yeah,
whole thing.
okay.
So do you want to do your
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Okay,
Go for
so
it.
5 for me is Toy Story 3.
Mine is also Toy Story 3. So we've agreed on one.
And then it changes.
Okay.
Number 4 is Up.
Okay. So
Number-
I've got that at 12. Yeah.
Number 3 is Toy Story.
Yeah, that's 7 for me.
Number 2 is Inside Out. And number 1 is Toy Story 2.
Wow, and I put that down
Yeah.
at 11. Okay, my top 5, I've got 3 Toy Story 3, 4 Inside Out, 3 The Incredibles, 2 Monsters Inc. and 1 Finding Nemo. And for me, my top 5 I thought was obvious.
No.
Like,
I mean,
absolutely
The
obvious.
Incredibles is for a lot of people. But for me, I don't watch it as much as the others.
Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc. and The Incredibles are Pixar defined. And then every other film they've made
Toy Story.
is copying their
No,
own
no, no, no.
formula.
Oh, wait, sorry. Toy Story's copying everything that came after it.
No, Toy Story was obviously another
Yeah.
one. But because it's their first one, it's like the same as Bugs
It's a
Life where they
classic
don't quite pull
film.
it off.
No, it's such a classic film. I mean, think about it. Woody and Buzz
I'm
have
shocked by
lived
this.
so long
Right,
just
yeah.
from the first film. I mean, Zurg is one of the most sold characters. And he doesn't really appear in the later
Toy Story
films.
3 I have got at number 5 because I think by that point they were good at filmmaking.
And I put it in number
They've got
5.
all the characters and it's a great
And this
film.
is my point. Mine's number 5 under Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. I put that as the least favourite out of the 3.
So Toy Story 2 for me is also a TV movie.
No, it's not on
it-
so many
it
levels.
falls under the category of
The whole
not as bad as
aeroplane.
Cars 2.
The whole aeroplane
Not as
thing.
bad as Cars 2, but it's in that. It's like we've taken established characters and let's just quickly
Oh
write
wait,
off.
I'm sorry. Jesse, Bullseye, When Somebody Loved Me is in that film.
Okay, it's an elaborate music video for a good song. That's what you
No,
say.
it's an amazing film, and the whole story about the collector and everything in that. It's such a good film, and like,
11.
no, it's not. It's number 1 on so many levels. Yeah, I
But
mean
like,
Toy Story 3.
Okay, let's talk about, because this upsets me, where you put Finding Nemo.
What? Number 8.
Not only did you put Finding Nemo at number 8, right? And this is where I feel like you're going to lose your entire audience. You put Finding Dory above Finding Nemo. As if Finding Dory warrants being anywhere near... Finding Dory is down at 8 on mine.
Finding Dory's at 6 for me.
Finding Dory is another, like, sequel through and through. Like, as in... you.
No.
I'm shook to the core.
No! Right, so, Finding Dory, my thing is that...
Yeah, go on, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just
Okay, so Finding Dory for me, I think, because these were the two that I was struggling with, and it's why... What was it that had to be... Oh, Monsters University. So I gave up Monsters University being near the top because of Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
Mm-hmm.
But, for me, the two of them... So, Finding Nemo I've probably watched as one of my most watched films other than Toy Story.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that it's like not a favourite for me. But I feel like the more I watch Finding Nemo, the more I'm a bit like bleh with it now.
I feel like that's just because you've watched it so many times.
Yeah.
But like as a movie, like you
I
can't
don't know.
push
No,
something
but...
down because one of them's new and you've only seen it once, and the other one you've seen like 20 times.
No, I've seen Finding Dory a few times. But like, I think Finding Dory being a bit higher for me is just because I loved what they did with the character and the development of the character throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas in, I don't know, I felt like it's a film that shows how much they've learned. But also, I loved the scene between. I loved how they went on that story of memory loss and actually went through it. Whereas in Finding Nemo, it was just a plot device. It wasn't even character development, it was a plot. It was literally a thing of, she needs to be able to forget this or else it doesn't work. The whole comedy, through the whole point of Marley not being able to, like, everything, he wouldn't be able to get there if she didn't have the one thing she could remember.
The idea was then she like remembers stuff as she stays with him. And
yeah, but it wasn't. That wasn't character development.
So Finding Nemo, according to this list, is my favourite Pixar film.
Yeah.
And so going into Finding Dory, I was so excited for a sequel to my favourite film, and it was really, really good. Like, it was really good, but it just, I don't know, it didn't have, it wasn't original enough. If Finding Nemo doesn't exist, then Finding Dory would not. You couldn't have it.
It would.
Because they don't establish who the characters
it
are.
It would. Because she's like, no, they don't establish Marlin or Nemo. But but it's not. It's Finding Dory. That's why it's not Finding Nemo 2.
I know, but like the main character's chasing after.
Yeah,
it's
but
just very sequely.
No, it's not.
Whereas Toy Story 3, for example, I feel like
it was
fundamentally
really
that
sequely.
would work without the first two.
No, I felt like that was really sequely. This is my issue with Toy Story 3. Also, your placing of I knew Incredibles would disagree on because everybody puts it really high.
That's because The Incredibles is my top superhero movie that's ever been made. Like, above every Marvel film.
Oh no, see, this is my issue. Big Hero 6 and Guardians of the Galaxy really make it really
Guardians
hard.
of the Galaxy is good, but Big Hero 6 doesn't even get there.
I like Big Hero 6.
It's a good film, but it's like Boy Frozen, and I'm just not quite.
Not really. It didn't do. It's gone really quiet.
No, yeah, but
it's
trying to be Boy Frozen.
It is getting a TV series.
They're like, oh, we done Sisters that did well. Let's do Brothers, but with tech, and it's like, oh, this is fine.
But the one dies, so it's really sad.
Oh yeah, but it's so. Oh no. Good film,
Baymax.
but not up there in the top 10
Baymax.
superheroes. Baymax.
Yeah. See?
I hate everything that just happened.
See?
Right. But no, The Incredibles, like, such a good film.
I feel bad because it is 7 on my list. Below Finding Dory.
Right, let's examine this monstrosity.
I will say we did this very quick.
Can we say we agreed on Inside Out being like really high up?
Gosh, yeah. Inside Out nearly was my top, and then I was like...
It was my top, and then I pushed it under these 3 classics, because I was like...
Well, that's what I did with mine. I put it under a classic. No. He agreed for like 10 seconds though.
Inside Out, yeah, so we can agree Inside Out is an incredible film.
I think Inside Out did something that really needed to happen, which was it was so adult, yet so interesting. But
the reason I would not put it top or as high up as you did is like, for me, I just don't think, like what's the imaginary friend called?
Bing Bong.
I would take him out the whole film.
No, because he's the imaginary friend.
I know, but I think there was like really poor character.
No, I
think there are a few like...
I think it made sense in the thing because if they didn't have him, you'd get so annoyed at Joy.
No, you need another character, but I don't think...
Yeah, they couldn't have took one of the...
I just don't like him.
They couldn't have taken one... I don't think you're meant to though. You're meant to be in between.
It's just like...
Because I don't especially love it, Bing Bong at all. But it made for that scene when he goes so powerful.
Yeah, but they should have had an imaginary friend, but just not like
Bing
that
Bong.
character. It was just really stupid. And there are a few like little plot holes because they have to obviously make the way that the brain works and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it can't be as high up as you put it for me.
For you.
Up you
for
put
me.
Up for me. I put that down at 12.
I can't understand that.
I think Up is a boring film.
I can't. For the first 15 minutes alone, you cannot put Up that low.
First 15 minutes are good, but then I think it's quite boring.
Good.
Good.
Did you just call the first 15 minutes of Up just good?
I mean...
It's a whole thing of life and a couple and love and romance, and it's heartbreaking.
Have I got... Oh, wait, I think...
It's heartbreaking. I don't get that well.
Wait. Still not shit in the drawers. I'm trying to find... I have the Up pin.
Do you have the grape soda pin?
Yeah, it's the... I only have 2 Disney pins, and that's one of them.
I need to get it. I feel so
I only have 2 Disney pins. It's that, and then I have a Tomorrowland pin. But that's
Oh.
another thing. Anyway, yeah, no, I think Up, like the baddie in it, the old man. I don't really like him as a baddie.
Well, he's not.
And
He
the
is
goodie
the
being the
baddie.
old man, I was like, well,
Yeah,
he's
but
fine.
that's
Then the kid who's the
that's such a
sidekick
point.
is just a bit bland. The best character in the whole thing is the dog, and like
You've upset me.
he's a bit of a gimmick. There's no sequel because you can do no sequel to that film.
But they don't need a sequel.
But they can't do one because they don't have good enough characters.
No, because they rounded the whole thing.
They rounded the whole thing with Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Monsters Inc. and Cars, but they
Yeah,
still went
but-
on to do sequels because they had good enough characters.
You could do
The
it.
silence there is
No,
yes.
no, because I feel like it'd be wrong because the whole point of it was that moment with Carl and Ellie,
No.
and then the whole thing after it is then kind of like this adventure to show him, and it's all kind of an ode to Ellie. So I feel like if you did anything else, you'd have to kind of make sure that she's really present in it, or else it wouldn't feel right.
Finding Nemo, it's called Finding Nemo. It's a film about finding Nemo. At the end of it, they find Nemo and they still manage to do a sequel.
Yeah, but then at the end of the
because
day,
they had such good characters that
Well,
they
no.
could do an entire another
well,
film.
because you spent most of it not seeing like the characters together, that you kind of want to then
Nah,
see
it's a
them
good film.
actually together.
Right, let's explore what
I
else
mean,
is
I
good.
like the film. I've watched it so many times. I guess it is that thing. But maybe if you'd asked me on a different day, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm just a bit like, I just
think-
find Dory. I just find Dory had some characters that I kind of just fell for.
And Monsters, I don't think we've talked about why you put Monsters Inc. so far down.
What, 11?
You put it at 12.
No, 11.
Oh, I see.
I
Oh,
changed it for Brave
Okay.
because Brave was originally at 9.
You put Monsters Inc. at 11 and I put it at 2. Why is that?
So,
In fact, funnily enough, I put Toy Story 2 at 11 and
Yeah,
Monsters Inc.
see?
at 2.
so for me, Monsters Inc. I just was never the biggest fan.
Okay.
Like, that's why Monsters University is so low as well. Like, I just didn't. It wasn't like a film that I ever wanted to put into watch. I mean, I did at points when I was like, I want to watch a Pixar film, and then this was quite early on, so it was one of the few films that you could like watch, and like I like it, and I really enjoyed it when I like it when I watch it, but I just. When I was watching it young as well, the characters of Sully and Mike feel really old characters. Like as in their 30s. And for a little kid watching it, I was a bit like... "Eh." And like, I just lived... Like, I loved it for the cuteness of Boo. And those were the points that I always remember. And I liked the whole concept of the world building and the doors. So
Yeah.
I liked the concept of it. And that I always spent ages thinking about. But the film itself... I only like little moments with like the Mike Wazowski, Boo saying it, and Roz.
I don't know. I just
And that's it.
I'm thinking about it. I think I'd swap it with The Incredibles and maybe Inside. Honestly, my top 5 could fluctuate quite a lot,
Yeah.
but anything below that, I'm like pretty fixed on. But my top 5, I kind of like. So Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, Inside Out, and Toy Story 3, I put as the best Pixar films.
So
Everything else, I can quite easily discard.
See, The Incredibles, I just can't put it that high because I just don't rewatch it. I just never rewatch it, and I know so many people do, but I just
It's the most anticipated like Disney sequel.
I know ever. But for me, I do enjoy it. I just
You don't
never
rewatch
want to
it.
watch it.
Yeah. All right.
What?
All right. We've decided.
Yeah. So at the minute, this is our lists, and we keep checking them now. So we're obviously done. Do not. Well. This is our newfound friendship.
This is the list of the top
Oh
Pixar films.
wait. Sorry, that was draft 1. This is draft 2.
This is draft 2. Much alike to Toy Story 2, this is the worst draft.
No, it's the best film. Toy Story 2 is the #1 film.
Yeah.
So anyhow, if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe down below and join the Aeronauts family, because he's one of us.
Hello, I am an aeronaut.
See? And then you can go and subscribe to his channel, which is probably won't be here because annotations don't really exist.
You don't know
now.
how to do end
So
cards.
there'll be some more appear, and then the end cards afterwards he'll appear in as well.
Afterwards,
Ah.
a different thing. Okay.
Because I have a created one.
Oh,
Or I might
okay.
do it here anyhow and cover his face because you
But
know.
you'll know better than we do because you'll be watching.
And then you'll be a Carne
Carnanaut.
Or a-
Yes, that's the thing.
or a
I
Carnatic.
should make a t-shirt. A what?
Carnatic.
Carnatic.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're going with
So like a fanatic, but because I found
Carnatic.
Carnatic.
Sure. Come and be that.
So, if you want to do that, subscribe somewhere, and and maybe it'll be a Disney video next or a theatre video because I'm trying to do some series and stuff.
So look out for that next year.
And he'll probably appear more often than he's ever done before, which
Okay.
was never.
Shade. Okay.
So, see you later, Aeronals. I love you loads. Bye, 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 bye. Do.
Finally Nemo's the best.